right, Matrixx and Rhodes show supporters. Well, we're going to talk about Lilo and Stitch. Now, I've got to confess here, I've not seen the original. All right, so I don't have some kind of connection to it in the same way that I would have Lion King and a lot of other of these original Disney films. And this is before Disney waded into the politics game, the identity politics game. This was back in 2002. Now, I think my son's actually next door watching the original film. But the trailer dropped for the live action version. Now, look, most of these live action films are corrupt of any kind of creativity because that's just what they are. A lot of times they feel like they're a shot for shot remake, and sometimes the CGI is terrible, but I got to be honest, CGI looks pretty good. And guys, I don't want to give Disney any credit, but it seems like they hit most of the marks from what I could tell going back and looking at a lot of the stuff involving the original. I mean, this little guy right here, Stitch, he's cute as hell. All right? And unlike Snow White, this thing's not getting downvoted to hell. A lot of the people sort of, even in the fandom menace community, have been like, well, you know what? This doesn't look terrible, actually. It looks kind of charming, right? It's got 7 million views, and it's still trending. It's number 4, 131,000 likes, 18,000 dislikes. I'm not going to lie, that's quite a few dislikes. But it's still not ratioed. I mean, it could be worse. So they're mad, though, okay, over the casting of this young lady right here, right? This is Signe Agondong and Nani from Lilo and Stitch, okay? So she's playing this character, and people are mad. Now, the funny thing about all this and the hypocriticalness of it all is the people that are mad that this person isn't dark enough are the same kind of people that were celebrating Ariel becoming black. Now, last time I checked, unless I'm going crazy, Ariel was a white gender young lady, mermaid, if I remember correctly. I mean, redhead. Now, that's one thing Hollywood's really made a point to do is cancel redheads. And lately, frankly, whites, okay? And, of course, race swapping, whatever. Another movie I can think of right off the bat, Black Adam. They made Hawkman, Carter Hall, they made him black. He's white. From everything I can remember from reading DC Comics, he was white in the Super Friends. You get all what I'm saying. We've watched them sit back and race swap everybody. But now it seems that shade of skin color is an issue. Not dark enough? Question mark? What are we doing? And I find it crazy. And I find it crazy, but not at all that surprising that a trailer comes out to something that a lot of people think doesn't look terrible for once. So guess what? The wokes hate it. I mean, it's weird how this works, but that's what's happening. Native Hawaiian fans say Disney has a track record of whitewashing characters. What? And they're not happy with the reimaging of Nani as a lighter-skinned biracial actor in the classics movie's upcoming adaptation. But you ain't got no problem with the fact that they race swapped everybody? You remember how, I mean, was it? And I'm not even talking about just Disney. It's crazy. So this was a tweet that was put up last night. No, it was in 2023, actually. Not being indigenous or from a person of color community, it may not be easy to see a problem with this casting, but within our communities, this is a big issue. No offense to Sydney, but Nani is indigenous Hawaiian with strong features and dark skin. This casting is blatant colorism. Huh, okay. And this person just tweeted out, remind me why we should care. Look at all the blatant swapping going on. Right down here is the ones I think of. Here's another one, a show that I watched a lot, The Flash. I watched the first 4 seasons. before tuning out on it because the identity politics and the wokeness got to be nuts. But right there, Kid Flash, they made him. He was a redheaded white boy. Yeah, made him black. I mean, right here, yeah, that's Ivory West. That's the Flash's gonna be wife eventually, Barry Allen's. They made her black. Now, honestly, in that show, this actress was very good. Okay, and yeah, it started out that way and it was good, and then the show fell off a cliff later. But you get my point. All right. And now that, of course, the movie has come out, a lot of people, this is coming back to light what people are talking about involving this film. And this article is from, well, it's from the 12th of March, a couple of days ago. So her casting led to fan backlash early on in the film's production, with several social media users criticizing the contrast between Agadal's light skin tone and the deeper complexion of the animated character Nani. All right. So those concerned with accurate Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander representation, my God, really? Also questioned whether Agudong, I hope I'm saying her name right, but I'm probably not. I'm probably butchering it, who was born and raised in Kauai, has Native Hawaiian heritage. Like Nani's character, NBC News reported that she is, quote, multiracial with Hawaiian and ancestry. So is that not good enough? Though a few social media users cast doubt on that claim. However, there's been few traces of controversy online following the trailer's release. And I did go over here and I'm like, well, they were real pissed about this. But from what I can tell, for the most part, I've read down through here, and this person said, never mind, I'm not upset with the casting anymore. I mean, I don't know. Can we stop hating for once? Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous what's been going on here. I'm just looking through here. For the most part, it looks good. A lot of people are even saying, they didn't want to see a remake of this film, and I don't know that anybody did right off the bat, but it doesn't look that bad to me, And it's amazing that the very people that are upset that she doesn't have dark enough skin tone are the same kind of people that are just fine with everybody else getting race swapped. It's funny how that works. You notice the one thing we can take away from this? If it involves a white person getting sidelined or somebody looking whiter, oh, that's where the real problem is now, isn't it? White people bad. Let's be honest. That's where the real controversy is here. I'm just saying. I don't know. I think it looks pretty good, actually. I'm not going to the movie theater to see this shit, but it doesn't look terrible. It doesn't. I didn't see anything that looked blatantly off-putting about the film. Again, I haven't seen the original, so I don't have a connection to it the way I'm sure people that were kids when that movie came out, how they feel, because I would have been, when that movie came out, I'd have probably been 28 or 29 years old, I guess. So, tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.